The public failure of Johnny Depp's 2020 libel case against the Sun for a while did put a pause to his work in Hollywood, but abroad his career is doing splendidly as usual. The actor has landed his first movie role since 2020's Minimata amid his departure from Fantastic Beasts. Here's what we know about that, and what's next for Depp now that the trial is wrapped up. Johnny Depp and Amber Heard got married in 2015 after dating for some years. Heard filed for divorce just a short year later, in spring of 2016, which was the time she not only accused him of domestic violence, but even had a restraining order issued against him. The back and forth between the two continued for years. It goes on even today. Leaving Fantastic Beasts and keeping busy, the Rum Diary actor was asked to step down from the role of Grindelwald in the midst of his ongoing lawsuits. But that was a while ago, and things have been looking up since then. Johnny Depp has gotten his next project, which will also be his first major movie role in 2 years. Even though we missed him on the big screen, he sure was keeping himself busy. Depp was spotted bagging himself some awards from several international film festivals, one of which was the Deauville American Film Festival in France, where Catherine Deneuve handed him an award in 2019. Then there was another one by Poland's Energy Camera Image in 2020. There was also the Czech Republic's Karlovy Vary International Film Festival, which honored Depp as well as Michael Caine in 2021. Lastly, there was the San Sebastian Film Festival, which awarded Depp its highest honor, after which the actor gave a speech bemoaning cancel culture. Unless you've been living under a rock, you definitely know about the legal battle he's currently stuck in with ex-wife Amber Heard as a result of her throwing some pretty serious allegations towards him of abusing her while they were a couple. Depp was made to walk away from his role as Grindelwald after that infamous UK court case where he was defeated in his defamation lawsuit against The Sun, which called him a wife-beater. A libel lawsuit against her is currently dragging on in the U.S. His next feature film. His next project will take him all the way to France, Variety reports, as Johnny Depp is going to star as King Louis XV in a film by French director Mai Wen, who himself will co-star in the film, taking over the role of Jeanne de Barry, a countess that was Louis XV's last mistress. No synopsis or title for the film has been given out just yet, but they plan to start filming this summer. Louis XV was given the nickname Louis the Beloved. His reign went on for 59 years, which is the longest in France's history after Louis XIV. His nickname could be ironic, though, considering how he died as a pretty disliked king amid accusations of corruption. Variety reports the filming will take about 3 months, and it'll happen at the Versailles Palace. As for his last project, Minimata, he starred as an American photographer recording the effects of mercury poisoning on the people of the Japanese city. He did some work for the animated series Puffins, but it's definitely safe to say he's seen busier and better days. Johnny Depp, a multi-talented man. It's also not just a movie he's recently got. Depp has been spending time on music, too. He even went to perform a show in England just 2 days after the attorneys delivered their closing statements. It was a total surprise for everyone. He just showed up at the Jeff Beck concert and appeared on the stage with his guitar alongside Beck during his concert, which happened in Sheffield. The two performed their 2020 collaboration Isolation, which was their own spin on John Lennon's 1970 song. They even performed a cover of Jimi Hendrix's Little Wing and Marvin Gaye's What's Going On. The fans must have gone wild. The news was all over social media. Mr. Beck's website said the musical soulmates have been working behind the scenes for the past several years now on new music. Before going into acting, Depp really had his heart set on being a musician. He even testified about his early musical dreams while on the stand, telling us that he wasn't having the success he wanted, which made him turn to acting. Depp also is a member of the band Hollywood Vampires, which also includes famous musicians Alice Cooper and Joe Perry. There was even some speculation that Depp would be taking some time off from acting to focus on music after the trial. So what about Amber Heard? Amber Heard at the moment has Aquaman, which has finished shooting and is going to release in December. Besides that, she has the second part too, Aquaman The Lost Kingdom, but she had so much of her screen time removed from Aquaman that it's now around just 10 minutes. That's insane considering how previously it was a starring role. There was even an online petition to have Amber kicked off the franchise, and another one to have Depp once more join Pirates of the Caribbean. The internet has clearly chosen a side. As the jury deliberates on the verdict in their notoriously public televised defamation trial, Depp is busy getting himself ready for even more blockbusters, and it doesn't seem as though he has any plans to retire from acting anytime in the near future. Surprisingly, so is Amber. Interestingly enough, Discovery Plus is even producing a 2-part documentary, Johnny vs. Amber, which will take a thorough look at their legal battle from both sides, including the current lawsuit against Heard, in which Depp denies abuse allegations she made in an op-ed for the Washington Post all the way back in 2018. The actress also recently finished shooting an independent movie titled In the Fire right before the trial kicked off in April. She even uploaded a photo to announce that the movie was done. She plays a New York psychiatrist in the film. It's also set in the 1890s. She visits a Colombian plantation to take care of a boy who's mentally disturbed. While doing her job, she creates some tension with the priest who is convinced that the boy is possessed by a supernatural entity. These listings on Amber's IMDb page come after her role in next year's Aquaman and the Last Kingdom, in which her part was significantly reduced. While people, including her herself, wonder whether her role in the movie was reduced due to the sensationalism surrounding the trial between her and Depp, Walter Hamada, the president of DC Films, put an end to such speculations. Here's what he said when testifying during the trial. The significance of the role in the movie that she had was decided in the early development of the script, which was quite some time ago, 2018. It's still the same. That's not all either. There's another movie she's set to star in titled Run Away With Me. According to a synopsis provided by IMDb, the movie will follow an American in Paris who falls head over heels in love with a model before they see the true face of the criminal underbelly of the shady modeling industry in Europe. A Beetlejuice sequel? But Heard isn't the only one enjoying the limelight. Depp, who we saw performing on stage over the weekend as the jury deliberated, is rumored to play a role in the Beetlejuice sequel, which will of course be directed by Tim Burton. Some observant fans spotted Depp's name on the cast list when it was put online, and they were excited about his possible on-screen feature. One Twitter user speculated that this movie will be the highest grossing of 2022, if it happens, that is. Another said that they were so excited they could scream. We definitely agree with both of them. We all know about the long friendship Depp has with director Tim Burton. He's appeared in so many of the director's movies. There was Alice in Wonderland, Edward Scissorhands, Sleepy Hollow, and Sweeney Todd. And that's not even all of them. It seems as though the guy just can't get away from his exes, including Winona Ryder, who is also in the cast list. She'll be back to reprise her character in the Beetlejuice sequel. It'll be interesting to see how that plays out. He did, after all, get her name tattooed on him when they were a couple, much of Heard's displeasure. Michael Keaton, who's now 70, is also set to reprise his starring role from the 1988 cult classic. According to information we got from the film's IMDb page, the sequel, which is going to hit theaters in 2025, will follow the original cast as well as some new characters as they find themselves without a place to live. What about Pirates of the Caribbean? Also, thanks to the trial, the infamous petition to get Johnny Depp reinstated as Captain Jack Sparrow in Pirates of the Caribbean 6 is gaining momentum. At this point, literally everyone wants to see Johnny reinstated as Jack Sparrow in Pirates. Johnny Depp has undoubtedly had a long and versatile career in film, but his name will probably always be synonymous with his long-standing role as Jack Sparrow in the Pirates of the Caribbean movies. At the moment, he's not attached to the various Pirates movies currently being made at Disney, but that's something millions of fans want to see changed and are actively trying to get done. A digital petition on change.org has lately been getting more attention as a result of the trial. Now it stands at 400,000 signatures, and it'll definitely be even more by the time you watch this video. With the excitement in the courtroom happening on such a consistent basis, you just know that more eyes will be glued to this campaign. Indeed, Johnny Depp has even mentioned Pirates of the Caribbean numerous times already in court, especially when he was on the stand. He talked about trying to find a good, neat ending for the movie franchise and how he discovered he'd no longer be playing the iconic role of Captain Jack Sparrow. From Depp's point of view, he lost his role as a result of the accusations and legal battle. Depp and his talent agent testified about the actor being unable to land a big-budget studio film in the wake of his controversy with Heard, claiming he lost a $22.5 million payday for being in a scrapped sixth Pirates of the Caribbean movie. His former longtime agent, however, testified that Depp had begun cultivating a negative track record for being unprofessional and late to movie sets, making studios reluctant to hire him. The timeline of his Pirates of the Caribbean exit was analyzed thoroughly throughout the happenings in the courtroom. This was not the major franchise role snatched from him as a direct result of the case. We already mentioned how, because of his losing the libel case against the Sun in the UK, he was requested to step away from playing Grindelwald. But that role was handed to Mads Mikkelsen for The Secrets of Dumbledore, with no reference made in the movie to the change of actor. As for what lies ahead for the Pirates of the Caribbean franchise, there are multiple projects currently in their development stages by Disney. Margot Robbie was going to lead her own movie in the same universe, but there's been no solid timeline or plan of action as to when that'll happen. There was also going to be a sixth movie initially, but Depp recently confirmed that he's no longer associated in any way, and of course, what would the franchise be without him? We can only wait and see how it plays out now. And that's all for today's video. If you enjoyed it, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. We'll see you next time.